Okay, today, boys and girls, we're going to learn about the butterfly life cycle. Now, many of you already might know exactly how a butterfly turns into a butterfly, and that's great. But if you don't know, we are going to talk about it. If you do know, please make sure you don't share your thoughts and ideas with others so that they can learn on their own how a butterfly becomes a butterfly. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk all about butterflies. We're going to talk about the things we already know about butterflies. So we know that butterflies are insects. We know that butterflies are insects because they have 6 legs, they have 3 body parts, and they have antennas. We know that butterflies have 4 wings. We can just look at a picture of a butterfly and see and count that they have 4 wings. Now, the wings are important for them to fly. We also know that butterflies start out as caterpillars, and we're going to go more into detail of how exactly it starts as a caterpillar and what other stages there are in the butterfly life cycle. What else do you know about butterflies? I want you to take a minute and think about it, and then I want you to write or draw something in your journal about what you know about butterflies that we may not have touched on yet. Okay, what do you already know about the life cycle of a butterfly? So we know some things already. We've been talking about life cycles. I know you guys know a little bit from kindergarten maybe about how a butterfly becomes a butterfly in the life cycle. But I want you to just kind of think about it first. Then I'm going to give you some time to talk to a partner. And then I'm going to give, after you and your partner have had time to talk about it, I'm going to call a few kids and we're going to share a few ideas and we'll just record these ideas on chart paper as a class. Okay, so the first stage of a butterfly life cycle is the egg. Now here in this picture you can see there's a butterfly and she's on a leaf. Now usually the butterflies decide to lay their eggs on a leaf. They look for a leaf that they know that when those butterflies, the butterfly eggs, they hatch into caterpillars, those caterpillars will eat that specific leaf. They are very strategic in the way they place their eggs on a leaf because they want to place it on a leaf that they know the caterpillar will eat when they have hatched from the egg. So first we have the caterpillar after the egg, and the caterpillar is also known as the butterfly larva. Caterpillars mostly spend most of their life eating. They are born very, very small, but they eat to grow quickly. They eat and eat and eat, and that's just all a caterpillar does, is just eat and eat and eat. And then when they're done with that, when they're done growing, they form into a chrysalis. Now you can see in this picture, we have a little caterpillar. Or not little, he's big now, but he is starting to form his chrysalis so that he can sit in there and he can turn into a butterfly. We also know that a chrysalis is called a pupa. After the pupa or the chrysalis hatches, comes out, the butterfly comes out. And usually the butterflies have very wet wings, so they don't fly right away. As you can see in the very last picture, the butterfly is just sitting there and just kind of hanging out. Once their wings are not wet, it's about 3 or 4 hours after they hatch, they can start to fly. And as soon as they start to fly, they can fly to find a mate, and then they can reproduce, and the whole butterfly life cycle starts over. So the final stage is just an adult butterfly, and an adult butterfly will eat the nectar from flowers and then go find a mate, reproduce, lay eggs, and it starts all over again. Finally, we're going to do a reflection. So I want you to think about some things that you learned. Maybe did you learn some new things about the life cycle of a butterfly? And what other animals or insects might have a life cycle? I just want you to draw or write some ideas in your journal.